You are not hungry. You are hurting. And your brain figured out a long time ago that food was the fastest way to feel something other than pain. You did not plan it. You never do. One moment, everything feels like too much. The stress, the pressure, the anxiety sitting heavy in your chest. And the next moment you are standing in the kitchen, not because your stomach is empty, because something else is. And food is the only thing close enough to fill it. You did not choose this. Your brain chose it for you a long time ago, and it has been choosing it ever since. Psychology calls this emotional eating, but that label does not capture what it actually feels like from the inside. It feels like relief. It feels like the one moment in a hard day where anything, feels good, where the noise in your head gets slightly quieter, where the weight on your chest lifts just enough to breathe. And your brain is not doing this randomly. It is doing this deliberately, because it learned somewhere along the way that food works. Food is immediate. Food is available. Food does not judge you or leave you or let you down. And in a moment of emotional pain, the brain will always reach for what works fastest. Here is the neuroscience that nobody explains to you. When you are stressed, your body releases cortisol, the primary stress hormone. Cortisol increases your appetite and specifically increases your craving for high-sugar, high-fat foods. This is not a character flaw. This is biology thousands of years old, because in the ancient brain, stress meant physical danger, and physical danger meant you needed energy fast. Your brain is running a survival program designed for a world that no longer exists, and it is running it every time your boss sends a difficult email, every time a relationship feels uncertain, every time the weight of your life feels like too much to carry alone. Food also triggers dopamine, the same reward chemical released by love, by achievement, by genuine human connection. When you eat something comforting, your brain gets a hit of dopamine that temporarily quiets the cortisol. The stress does not disappear, but for a few minutes it becomes bearable, and your brain files that experience away permanently. Stress happened. Food helped. Next time stress happens, reach for food. The pattern is not weakness. It is learned neurology. The cruelest part of emotional eating is the shame cycle it creates. You eat because you are stressed. Then you feel guilty for eating. The guilt creates more stress. The stress creates more craving. And you find yourself back in the kitchen an hour later. Not because you chose to be there, but because the cycle chose for you. The shame itself becomes a trigger. And the harder you try to fight it through willpower alone, the stronger the cycle becomes. Because willpower goes offline under stress before you even try to use it. People who eat when stressed are almost always people who were taught early in life to suppress emotions rather than express them. Somewhere in childhood, showing pain was not safe, so the body found another way. Food became a substitute for feeling, a way to swallow pain rather than speak it. The sadness gets fed, the anxiety gets fed, the loneliness gets fed, and for a moment, they go quiet until they come back louder. Many people eat in secret, not just because of shame, but because eating alone with food feels safer than sitting alone with feelings. Food does not ask what is wrong. Food does not tell you that you are overreacting. Food just stays, quietly, reliably. And for someone who has experienced emotional unavailability from people around them, that reliability becomes deeply comforting. Research also shows a powerful connection between emotional eating and childhood environments where food was used as love, where comfort after pain came in the form of something sweet, where being cared for and being fed were the same experience. Your brain did not forget that equation. It carried it into adulthood. You are not eating food. You are trying to recreate the feeling of being loved when love feels unavailable. The path out is not discipline. It is not another diet. It is not more willpower or more shame. The path out is learning to give your emotions somewhere else to go, naming them, sitting with them. Psychology shows that emotions peak and begin to subside within 90 seconds if you allow yourself to fully feel them without escape. 90 seconds. That is all the discomfort actually lasts if you stop running from it. The running is what makes it last forever. You are not broken for eating your feelings. You are human. You found a way to survive emotional pain in a world that never gave you better tools. The hunger was never for food. It was always for relief, for comfort, for one moment of peace in a life that sometimes feels relentlessly hard. You deserve real comfort, not just the temporary kind. Share this with someone who needs to hear it without judgment. And comment below, did you know the real reason you eat when you're stressed until now? I read every single one.